3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. FX with Terry, no loss Forex trading. Let's take a look at the results. Do not be alarmed. We are still in the free signal trade that I was sending out. We are, let's see, we're a couple days away from being in this trade for a month. I've never seen a currency pair act like this. 1 month. It's just been sitting there. 1 month. Hate to keep saying that every day. Probably should have got out a couple days ago when it was a little bit in profit. You can see the price action here just all bunched up, just going absolutely nowhere. So I contemplated, should I just cancel this out, go into another trade? But I'm like, that would be teaching you the wrong thing. It's not about, in fact, I have an interesting thing to tell you today, but it's not about how long it takes. I mean, certainly a month is pretty excessive. I think personally, if I was trading this trade on a live account, I would have gotten out. But again, that's a mentality that is not the greatest. Like we do not trade for anything other than to be profitable, right? Now, I'll just say this, and we're going to build on this stuff because I broke into it a little bit yesterday when I talked about the new membership level called Portfolio Manager. The way that I want to trade moving into the future is I want to trade with my algorithm, and the current way that it is, we're not trading every currency pair. 22 currency pairs are trading from the algorithm, and we split those out into a couple different feeds, one called the 10 pip hybrid, one called the one profitable pair feed. But as you're in a trade on any one of those secondary feeds, the 10 pip hybrid or the one or OPP as we call it, one profitable pair, you're not getting, there's a lot of other volume in the market. The tough thing, take this AUD-NZD. We had no and have had no idea that this is going to hang in there this long. The price is just literally going nowhere. There are other pairs that are trading, and I'm like, I want to stop missing out on that volume. But the reason we stopped missing out on that volume was because your average account can't handle all 22 currency pairs, especially when we get a market push. And it overwhelms the account. Right now, recently, given the slow market, we can trade. You could potentially trade everything. The point is, I want to trade everything, and I don't want to be at risk. How do you do that? You put one currency pair on $1,000 and you let it run. Now you're getting the volume across 22 currency pairs. Now, I think that's really the only way to do it, right? Now, technically, I have some ways to do it that you first might say, well, you'd have to have, 20 plus social trader tools accounts. You could do that, but you don't have to do that. I think I have alternate ways to certainly not be spending $300-$400 a month just on copier fees. Not that I'm against that, but if you can save that money, that's a significant amount that would have to be pulled from profits, right? So, man, the sun is just going to blind the hell out of me today, isn't it? Let's see if that's any better. A little bit. I, again, only want to trade $1,000 accounts with one currency pair on them with auto hedge built in. That's really that's the future of trading for me, because that allows me to get squeeze every bit of volume out of the algorithm. And if in the worst case scenario, like if I had 20 accounts, 22 accounts at $1,000 each, worst case scenario is what a couple of the accounts are at risk a couple times per year based off of what we've seen. We don't know what the market's going to do this year. And I'm hearing a lot of fear about this market inauguration. I kind of look at it differently. I'm like, you know what? I like the volume. That's when you're potentially making the most money, you know? Like it's like wanting to be out of the trading market while there's a high impact news event. I'm like, well, that's not always, rarely is it bad. I've seen it do nothing but help our trades and the way we trade with my algorithm. All right. So let's move on to some other accounts, but you're going to hear me kind of say it in different ways along the way. I'm convinced that the least amount of risk is one currency pair, one account. And with auto hedge, that allows you to take more risk, and more risk also allows you to spread out the profits across, let's say, 22 currency pairs, which is where if it's not in one currency pair, the volume is in another one. And that's a fact. You'll be able to see where we're sitting here, AUD, NZD for a month. Let's go look at some other accounts and look at what's been happening overnight. So let's go look at the overall algorithm. We've about doubled or tripled our drawdown since yesterday, which is good. The volume's coming back a little bit. Still extremely low. What are we in? About a little over a dozen trades. As far as closure, this is kind of a big thing. So very, very slightly below average. We know that because there's not enough volume there, but closing $91.34 overnight by this time of the day. We have seen it at the beginning of the week closing $600 overnight. We have seen it as high as 1,500 roughly overnight. So you get an idea of all the different volumes there. So not much going on there for the week, 2,173, and for the month, 8,461. And that is for an account bidding a base lot size of 0.10, trading all 22 currency pairs. And yeah, just letting it run. And your average person probably is not going to take this much risk. Although in this market, there's really been no risk. The market has not pushed so far that the algorithm is keeping up with it very, very well. Now let's just go down the list here. So we looked at that. I believe this is, yes. So the 10 pip hybrid feed is currently in NZD JPY. Yes, it is. And that also, although I haven't opened up the entire group, we got a Euro AUD close last night, and then we're in NZD JPY. So whatever group that is, I will set that as soon as we get off the call here. And you'll get a few more trades there. So not a lot of movement going on there. I had the AI system wasn't taking trades in the 10 pip automation. I'm sorry, in the 10 pip hybrid for probably 2-3 days. And I finally figured out I was telling the AI to get out of that group, and it thought I meant don't get into any other ones. So nonetheless, for the week, $28. Remember, that's scalable. You're seeing the actual feed itself, the trades that come out to you. Look over to the right there. Look at all the blue. Win, 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 win. So even though it says $28.37, it's completely scalable. You can scale that up. You can scale it infinitely based off of your account. And then for the month, 62. And yeah, it's just going to seem like low numbers. Again, this is the feed. This is scalable. So let's go on to the next. I believe it is this one. Yeah, this is what we are calling my high lot size, one profitable pair feed with auto hedge. And that's exactly what it's doing here. The algorithm has entered a sell trade at a 1.0 lot size. This was a base $10,000 account. Look how much it's up. This is incredible proof of concept. Incredible. Look at my margin level percent. It's 0. That's because this has immediately hedged. So you can see here, high lot auto hedge if you look at the comment, and then the top one is OPP high lot. So as far as closure overnight, extremely nice. Like this proof of concept with the auto hedge built in, there's massive protection. So you can, and I'm not suggesting you do this. This is not financial advice. I'm a degenerate gambler. But as you can see here, I can comfortably bid a lot more knowing that I'm hedging right out of the gate with auto hedge module plugged in here. And the amount of risk I can take is massive. $283 overnight in a $10,000 base account. Like, that's incredible. So that was for the day. For the week, it's pulled out $2,743. And for the month, just over $6,000. That was on a base $10,000 account, trading my flagship feed, one profitable pair with the auto hedge. I just have to emphasize how well this thing is doing. I get that we haven't seen anything run against us, but it's designed to handle that. I guess we did get a little bit of a GBP JPY ran against us a night or two ago, and this handled it extremely well. Came out on top with a very nice profit. So let's pause that. Let's see what's next here. Let's see. I think this is one profitable pair. We can look at this one. And I have not looked at this. So gold, the gold feed, looks like we're back to some really good stability as far as gold goes. There is no open trade right now. Here's what is closed overnight. We had 3 sell trades and a buy trade totaling $6.61. That is scalable. That is scalable. I tried to fix the comments on this. So it says gold scalper, but it's not saying when it's a hedge. And I'll look into that. But one of these is probably a hedge. In fact, it looks like the buy 0.02 at the bottom there, which got out at 0.22, that had to have been a hedge because it went into profit, and then the algorithm backed out and went towards the sell direction. So looking good, feeling good. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I did remove the stop loss on gold hedge because in the end we really can't afford, if it's going to go against us, we can't afford the price action to be taken out the stop loss because the protection I have in place here is that the set stop to break even happens 200 points into the hedge being profitable. So 200 points, 20 pips. That seems to be working really, really well. It's triggering at the right times. It's doing all the right stuff. I'm impressed with it. I personally am going to put gold on with the auto hedge on a $1,000 account and let her roll. I'm just going to let her roll. We'll see if it can hang in there and what kind of profit something like that can make. And yes, I'm going to put it on live real money. So let's pause that. What is next? Let's see. I've got quite a few different ones here. take a look at something. Yeah, I switched a bunch of it. There's really not anything else to look at. Stand by, I'm going to pull up my account list. Okay, I've got one here. It is, let's take a look at the stable profits feed. I have not looked at that. 651. Here we go. Yeah, I'll share this with you. Right here. Stable profits feed, Euro GBP, on trading on a very unique algorithm, and Euro GBP intended to be a very stable stable currency pair. The only time it takes trades, let's go look at the chart, is when the price has pushed out and it's expected to come back. Do you see what it just did here? It pushed out. So based off the fact that we have a sell trade right here and a sell trade right here, what has happened is, I can already tell because I know how the algorithm works, the price came to a point right here. So this is the middle. So the algorithm was waiting for it to push away and push away to enter these trades, because the likelihood of the pullback to the mean here, which would essentially be in the center, because you also have basically a grid above and a grid below, although this is not grid trading, don't confuse that. That's essentially what it was waiting for. It was waiting for that push up. We got a nice one. We got 2 entries. It's going to be a very nicely profitable trade. This has been trading really, really slow. So you can see the simple results. And this is the actual feed itself. Was that not changing on the screen when I did that? I couldn't tell. Erase that. So really, really nice, stable feed. Doesn't have auto hedging built in. It's really not needed. Really not needed. But would I take this and run this feed on $1,000 at a 0.01 lot size? I absolutely would. You see where I'm thinking here? Just constant diversification, small accounts, diversified across the algorithm and or the algorithms that I have that are available to you. Let's pause that. Let's see if there's anything else. Look through my account list here. Let's see. I've got that. Looked at gold. We looked at that. Free signal. Yeah, looks like we looked at everything. So, yeah. One thing I'll show you, if I can get the account number here. So it's 857812. Stand by, kind of show you some proof of concept here. Why can't? Okay, it's not. You know what? I keep doing that every day. I'm going to show you this, and it's not on this. It's not on this mobile device. I'll just tell you what it is. Let me come back here. So, one of the things I'm working on is being able to copy trades using a software tool that doesn't have any restrictions on it, meaning I could put a master account into the software tool and copy it to an infinite number of sub-accounts. And it only costs the resources to, you have to have it on a VPS. You have to run it on a VPS. And so that's kind of something I'm looking at in the future. It's certainly probably way too complex for a brand new person to do. But again, if you're in, once I open it up, if you're in the portfolio manager level, it's a level you have to have. I'm not saying you have to have. Best way to do it is to run a lot of accounts like that is to have a VPS with the software, and I create the master account, and then you just copy it to as many sub accounts as you want to. So testing it right now. I've ran the software in the past. It did not run very well. So I've been working with. So, all right, I'll leave it at that. Appreciate you watching. Wednesday, January 8th. I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday, January 9th, and we'll go over the results. I'll see you in the group. Take care.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.